Tottenham have just gone out of the FA Cup, 3 days after going out of the League Cup. This cup used to mean something to Spurs. Now it just seems like it means nothing. The team were spineless, gutless, not putting in any tackles, open, not putting any passes together, not even doing the basics. This is nothing to do with tiredness or fitness. This is nothing to do with injuries. I'm not making up any excuses. This was a rubbish performance. Tottenham have played pathetic football today. Unbelievable. In the first minute, they just let Aston Villa walk through them. Nobody put one tackle on anybody. They let them walk through like they wasn't even there. You might as well have stayed in the changing room because they just walked through you. Like expressions would say, Bagel FC, there's nothing in the middle. They went straight through. And a pathetic attempt at a save from the goalie as well. Hit it at him. He could have just caught it. He dives out the way of it and lets it go in, basically. I couldn't believe I don't know about you, but I was swearing at the TV after 1 minute. I'm getting fed up of making these videos every single day, talking about how we lost, why we lost. And 9 times out of 10, I'd put in a reason why. I'd put context into it, but there's no context into this. Aston Villa's team, I looked at Aston Villa's team before we kicked off. They've got lots of injuries themselves, lots of key players missing. And then they had Konsa go off in the first half as well. Their only first choice defender left because Mings and Pau Torres has gone as well. They haven't got Ollie Watkins. They've got so much missing. And so I thought, you know what? We stand a chance here. We actually got a chance. But they made us look like we were a championship side. And take this into account. I was watching a championship side, actually, the bottom of the championship. Plymouth beat Liverpool. And they had fight. They were putting their heads on the ball. They were putting in tackles. They were on their last legs, but they were still running. They worked together. They worked as a team. They worked hard, and they got a win. Tottenham gone out of 2 cups now without even a whimper, without even putting up a fight. How can Plymouth go and beat Liverpool and Spurs can't even put up a fight against Aston Villa and they're in the same league? I'm just baffled and I'm getting sick to death of watching this. I'm getting sick of watching this team. There's no fight. I don't mind losing. I really don't mind losing. But losing in the way we lose, it's just the team must be in shock. Villa seems like they're in a little bit of shock of how much space we're getting, how much time they were getting, how easy it was, how they were just walking around with the ball. In the second half, when we started pressing a little bit more, we didn't create any chances really. We started pressing a bit more. Great, not too bad. But when Asensio and Rashford come on, they took the piss out of us. They were doing 1-2s here and there with Rodgers as well, doing 1-2s, flicking it round us like we're not there, playing really good football. And we were doing nothing. I can't even remember any good football we did. I can't remember any passage of play where we were good, apart from that one bit where Kulusevski put more in and more in, put it to Son, and Son should have scored, really. It was a tap in. He should have just tapped it to the other side of the goalie. Instead, he whacks it at the goalie. Maybe he was trying to do what Villa did. They whacked it at the goalie and it went in. Because, this cup used to mean something to us. Villa have gone through now. Chelsea are out. Arsenal are out. Liverpool are out. We had a very viable chance of going through and then going into the latter stages of this cup. But we just went out with a whimper, did not put no effort in whatsoever. I remember when in the first half, which was pathetic, by the way, Villa were going forwards and Bentancur was jogging back. Literally, he was coming out. I was watching it at home and he was slowly coming out of the screen because he was jogging that slow and the ball was when they were on the attack. It was unbelievable. And when the midfielders were running at our defend, we had Danso and Gray both just tracking back, running away from the bright guy on the ball. Neither of them were marking anyone, but one of them should have gone in and tried to make a tackle. Neither of them done anything, and you're just letting them run through and have a shot. It was like I was watching a Sunday team. A Sunday team would have done better than that. A Sunday team would put tackles in. I know that for a fact because that's what I used to do. I can't believe this. I can't believe it. Another defeat I have to talk about. It's just getting it's gutless, it's spineless, and I'm getting sick of making these videos talking about how bad we are. I don't know what's happening. I don't know why we're going out playing like this. We've got fresh players. Danso's fresh. Tell's fresh. Bergville had a rest. He's fresh. Moore's fresh. You know, there's a lot of fresh players on that pitch. So tiredness, I'm not going to take as an excuse for today. I'm not going to take injuries as an excuse. We had a good enough team on that pitch to do a lot better than what they were doing. Bentancur, again, another senior player. Waste of space today. Didn't do anything. You know, Spence was okay again. Gray was okay, but kept giving the ball away again. He's not uncharacteristically. He doesn't normally keep doing that. Kulu was rubbish. Kulu done nothing. Every time Kulu got the ball, he got pushed off it, or he fell over, or he tried to turn into a player. I don't even know what he's trying to do when he gets the ball. He's not getting out of it this time. He was doing nothing today. And yeah, this is a reactionary video, and I'm not going to edit it. I'm just going to say it how it is. This was poor, pathetic, gutless. This is not what I want to see from my team. When we are trying as fans, the fans were brilliant today, by the way. They were singing Levy out all the way through. They were supporting the team. They were loud. You could hear them. But the players don't react to it. Sometimes I'm thinking now, do they even care? Do they care about winning these games? These cups used to mean so much to Spurs. This was our bread and butter, winning cups. Now we don't even do that. So what have we got? Don't even think about winning that Europa League. If somebody goes in my comments now and says we're still in the Europa League, we play like that, we're going to go out in the last 16 anyway. We can't play like this every single week and expect to win. We can't. It's not going to happen. And now I'm not one to say manager out, because the reason why I won't say manager out is because who's going to come in? Who's going to want to come into this? No one. So we're not even going to get a half-decent manager. And if we did get rid of Ange, we're just going to have Ryan Mason. It could get even worse. I'm telling you now, this is a really poor season, a very poor season, and it's getting worse and worse. Before we could say, yeah, we're in all the cups. Now we're just in the Europa League, and I'm really not confident about that now. Yes, players could come back, but it doesn't mean that they're going to stay back. What if they all get injured again? Then we're stuffed. Then that's it. That's the season. This is season nearly over for me now. It really is. Look, the season's nearly over. I don't know. I can't see us. There's no plan. The pressing was crap. There was no cohesion. There was no teamwork. When we were pressing, one was pressing, the other one didn't. Then that one pressed and the other one didn't. Then the midfield were too far away from the defense. There was two bigger gaps on the pitch, which is making us run more than we should be running. There was no play. There was no 1-2s. There was no fast passing. It was all very, very slow. Villa could easily get back and get the ball back off us. Didn't rip the ball in very much in the box either. We just didn't. We didn't turn up again. And why are we not turning up? What is happening? Why are we not turning up? Why are we not turning up for any cup games? This is getting poor. This is really poor from us. We need to now think about just ending this season and starting next season already. This season is so bad. I know people, and like, I'm trying to get a positive mindset and say, well, we could still go on for the Europa League, but I can't see us going on for Europa League if we've got this attitude. If the players have got this attitude, then we ain't got no chance of that Europa League. I'm telling you now, we've got no chance. Going away to Lazio with that attitude, we'll be 4-0 down before the second leg. No chance. Honestly, it's looking really, really dire now. And I can't stick up from today. I'm not even going to try it. I'm not going to make no excuses. I'm normally a real positive Tottenham fan. I normally am. And this is why a lot of you have subscribed to me, because I can see the bigger picture. I can see the context. But you please, in the comments, tell me a context that I need to bring into this. Yes, injuries. Yes, tiredness, blah, blah, blah. No, not today. There's no excuses today. Aston Villa's team were just as short as we were. They've got so many injuries themselves. You know, they had a week to prepare. Maybe they had a bit more energy the week off or whatever. Maybe that could be put into context. But that doesn't put that into context about our way we passed to each other, the way we didn't fight, the way we didn't put in any tackles. That's nothing to do with anything apart from those players right there. They should be ashamed of themselves. And if I was the manager right now, they wouldn't be getting paid for today. I'm telling you that. That's it. Rant over. Let me know what you think in the comments. And Levy out.